everyone, and welcome to Crafting with Ange. Today we are going to be making a yarn wall hanging. So in order to do this, what you will need is a rod or a stick from your yard. You will also need a hacksaw, a measuring tape or a ruler, as well as some scissors, and of course some yarn. So let's get started. Okay, so the first part we're gonna do is basically measure our dowel. And so this one measures to, make sure you have your tape measure the right way. It is 36 inches. So we're gonna take a pen and mark at the halfway point because I want this small for my desk. If you're gonna do a large wall hanging, you can actually keep it the same size as you purchased it from the store, but for me, I want something small that's gonna fit on my desk, or at my desk, so I'm gonna cut it in half. So at your pen mark, you're gonna hold your dowel or have someone help you, hold the dowel, and you're going to start scoring it with your hacksaw. Like that. Now that I have it scored on where I want to cut it, I'm going to take this outside and I'm gonna chop it on some stones so I don't mess up my table. All right, and we're back. So now we have two dowels that are about the same size. I sanded down the bottom so that they were not prickly or anything. And then this part is the part where I'm gonna have to show you a trick on how to cut yarn quickly. But as you see, I have 3 different colors of magenta yarn. They're slightly different. Got this at Dollar Tree and these 2 at Walmart. What I'm gonna do is I am going to set apart 2 doorknobs, and then I'm going to tie these yarn on one end of the doorknob, and then I'm going to reel it around like this so that we're able to just do one cut and have a lot of strings at one time. So you're gonna watch me do that now. Hello and welcome to my yoga room. So like I talked about, we're gonna take one end of the yarn, tie it on to a doorknob like such, and then make sure you tie it pretty good so it doesn't come loose. And then travel to your second doorknob over here. And you're gonna go back and forth. And we're gonna do this for all 3 colors of yarn. Or if you just did one color, you're just gonna do this all for one color. Or if you did more than 3 colors, you're gonna do it for 3 colors. Or sorry, more than 3 colors. After going around 20 times, we're finally done. And you're going to cut one side of the yarn, hold onto the end, walk all the way over here to your doorknob, take off the yarn, let it fall halfway or about, and then cut that in half, and we have our first color of yarn. So this is, we do it 20 times, times 2. This is about 40 strands of one color of yarn. We're gonna do the same thing with the other colors of yarn. And then go 20 times around. All right, so 20 times around. Come over here, cut your yarn, hold those strands, like such. One more time. Grab our scissors. The braiding portion with all of our yarn. Dowels right here. Let's just do one dowel, we don't need both of them. All right, so take 3 strands of your darkest yarn. Make sure that they're even as they can be at the bottom. And then on your dowel, you're gonna slide your yarn, you're gonna make a loop. So here is the loop like this. And then you're going to pull the loop up, take the bottom of the yarn, and thread it through. This is called a lark's head knot. And then we're gonna pull it taut. Like that. Take 3 strands of your magenta, your middle magenta here, like such. Make sure that they're as even as they can be at the bottom. You have starting on. That's a thing. Okay. So we're gonna do the same thing. So create a loop like such. Create a loop. Take your bottom of your yarn, thread it through the loop, all of the strands, and then pull through and yank so that it's taut. Thread that gathering of yarn through and pull it taut. We're going to continue to weave through dark, middle, light, dark, middle, light, dark, middle, light with all of our strands of yarn, taking 3 at a time. So take 3 more strands, take them, make sure they're even, create a loop, and pull it through. So it turns out we only needed 36 strands in order to complete the length of this wall hanging. So pull everything, make sure it's all even and it looks good. And you can use some of your extra yarn. I would take 2 additional pieces here from my crazy yarn pile to make the portion that hangs our wall hanging. Fold it in half, so now it looks like you have 4 strands. Take half of it here, put it on one side of your dowel, bring the ends through. Let's try that again. Under your dowel. Ta-da! We have a knot. Take the other side, make sure it's all even. Right at my desk so it doesn't need to hang super long. Now that we have that measured, we're going to put it on the wall and trim up all the bottoms to make sure they look good, and then we're going to make sure we clean everything up so that it's ready to go. Okay, so find a nail or something that you can hang your wall hanging on. I have these 3 little hooks here. So I'm going to use the bottom one and make sure everything is evened out. Pull it down, kind of comb the yarn through, and now we're going to level it off so it's all about the same length. If you want to leave it here, again, this is your creation. You can do whatever feels right to you, but for the space that I have at my desk, I don't have space for a very long wall hanging, so I'm going to trim it to about right here.
So after I recorded this, I realized you cannot see where I'm cutting.
Take our scissors and cut the ends of the hanging portion. Like such. Doesn't it look amazing? It looks pretty cool. And trust me, This is magenta. The lighting isn't doing it justice, but it looks really great in person. This was crafting with Ange. I'm gonna do more videos like this. They're all magenta colored because it's me. And you don't have to waste all of your yarn scraps. You can actually make some really cool tassels. I've done some wall hangings where I thread tassels throughout, or I do like really long pieces and then I have tassels at the bottom. It's just whatever really fits your style and the area that you're placing the wall hanging in. I thought that this one was a really cool option, and we'll see you next time. Thanks everyone, bye.